We're at Universal Orlando. Okay, we're doing something real exciting today.
Where are we?
Look at that! Yeah. We're at Universal Orlando. I have never been here before. We come to Disney all the time, Orlando all the time, and I've just never gotten over here.
I know.
These two have been, but how many years?
Oh my gosh.
None of this, half of this wasn't here. CityWalk used to be their parking lot.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Almost like Disneyland. I
I remember that, but it was a parking lot.
Oh my gosh. So cool. Me and my parents decided to get some tickets and we're gonna go in and explore Universal Orlando. I'm so excited. I've never been, like I said, I've been oddly enough to Universal out in Hollywood, so I'm excited to see, like, just like Disneyland to Disney World, you know, it's so much smaller out there. This is now, like, you have 2 parks and all of, you know, just the resorts, everything here. I'm loving it. So let's go in. Here we go. And tonight is actually a Halloween Horror Nights night, which we're not gonna attempt. So that's why we're trying to get in here first before that happens, so then we can use the park hopper option, the park to park, and go over to Islands of Adventure to see that. Look at this. It's very, very Hollywood. Like that old school, vintage looking Los Angeles. Here we are on like their main street, basically, like the main strip. This is so cool. It's just so different. I'm having such a moment because, you know, we've seen, you know, so many other videos and everything of Universal, like just all the different Orlando vloggers and everything that I watch. Like, I've seen this so many times, so it's like I kind of feel like I know the things, but to actually like get the lay of the land and everything right now, this is really awesome. Oh, this was the graveyard for like the back lot? Yeah. Oh, that's neat. Now they have the amphitheater and everything. They have a lot of stuff set up right now for Halloween Horror Nights, which is happening in like an hour. That's why we're trying to kind of breeze through here before we have to transfer to Islands of Adventure today. Okay, we're gonna check the wait times for Race Through New York with Jimmy Fallon. Okay, so they told us that it's just about 15 minutes to wait, so we're gonna go, they told us down here, since we don't have the virtual queue, we're gonna go down here to like the standby section in this blue building. So this is gonna be my first ever Universal Orlando ride. Race Through New York with Jimmy Fallon. Okay, so when we got up there, they kind of told us the opposite thing. They said that the standby is actually down, and so it was only virtual queue at the moment, and they couldn't guarantee when standby would reopen. So that's not gonna be our first ride. We're gonna see if what else we might want to do here. There's a lot of thrill rides at Universal. We're not like huge roller coaster people, so I think like there's the one roller coaster, the Rip Ride Rocket, that keeps whizzing past here every once in a while. But I think we might try to do, we're interested in like Men in Black. So we might try to do that, or like I said, we're kind of on a time crunch with how we came in today, you know, with just an hour left of park opening before this closes for Halloween Horror Nights. So we might end up just kind of walking around, seeing what we can do, and then we'll transfer over to Islands of Adventure. So essentially we want to head that way, but this is blocked off for Halloween Horror Nights, like holding for if you have, I guess, tickets. So we're gonna have to go back out and around. We are like complete newbies at everything Universal. We have no idea what to do. This is a whole learning experience. So this worked out. We were walking past and the Jimmy Fallon standby queue happened to reopen. So this is gonna be our very first, well, my very first Universal attraction, and my parents' first since they've been back in like over 20 years. This is us, my favorite show. Okay, so they give you, when you get in the line, like your color, that then, I guess that's how they call you into the theater, that it's your turn to ride. So we are blue. you see, this is how this works. So when the floor lobby lights change to your color, then you, oh wait, so I guess that already happened. They sent us right upstairs. When the second floor lights change to the car color, then you go ahead into the entrance. So you see, this just happened so it just turned orange in here, so all the orange people just went up that way.
We're already on our
So we're already on the second floor, so we're on blue. Now we're just waiting here.
Keep your hands like that. 3, 4. Yeah, everybody, rock your body right, rock your body, ragtime's back, alright. And now you reach it now. Yeah, am I the only one? Yeah, am I sexual? Cool. Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Say what? Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. The right stuff. Light up the world like nobody else. You flick your hair, gets me overwhelmed. Smile at the ground, ain't hard to tell. No, you don't know you're beautiful. Thank you. That's what makes you beautiful. Tick-tock, you don't stop. To the heart, tick-tock, you don't stop. Hey, what's real? You know what to do. Just move. If it's true, make it like somebody. If it's true, make it like somebody. Pulse like a harpoon daily and nightly. Whatever's up. Yo, I don't know. Turn on the lights and let's go to the extreme. Rock man like a man going out of the stage like a candle. Ice, ice, baby. Too cold, vanilla ice. Ice, baby, too cold, vanilla ice. She take my money. I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but she's not messing with a broke. I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but she's not messing with a broke. Get down, girl. Get down. Get down. Jump up, and get down. I don't think you guys understood the instructions.
Alright, it's our turn. Here we go. Blue.
That's it. I'll do the monologue.
Gotta get our glasses. Boom. Okay, we're getting sent in for row 2. So that was so fun. It's a simulator. You couldn't film on the ride, but basically it's a simulator, and Jimmy Fallon like narrates the whole thing, and you run through New York City, and then you're under the water and you're in space. It's super cool. I really enjoyed that experience, and I love the system of how there really isn't like a queue line. It's like you go in, and you saw we like had our color would light up, and then we could go on to like continue through the rest of the wait. And so I like that you're just kind of like standing around. There's things to look at. They had the band that came out and played. They were really good. That was really entertaining. So definitely a really cool system, and something that we didn't have the time to look into today, but it's good to know if you're coming here. They have, you can do virtual queue for that, which I think you don't have to pay any extra for that. I believe it's just like with your standard admission, you could use that. I think you do it through the Universal app. So really cool. This right here is so Hollywood Studios because it's very much that old Hollywood classic feel. I like the architecture of all these cute buildings and everything. And then this complete transition to like the creepy, they have the Halloween Horror Nights props set up in here. I think this is for that thing with like the Vikings or whatever. That's like a scare zone that you walk through. I don't know if I could ever do a Horror Nights. I don't think we would fare well during a Horror Nights. No. I've been seeing videos about it, and I don't know if I could do it. Okay, we're heading towards E.T. This I need to see one day, the Animal Actors show. Oh my god. Everyone knows anything with animals in it is like right up my alley. So one day, there's no more shows right now, but one day I need to get in there and see that. Okay, we wanted to do ET, but it's 50 minutes, so that would probably be the only thing we'd be able to do here before this closed. We're on into the Simpsons area now. My parents recognized the Simpsons as that used to be Back to the Future last time that they were here. Okay, we're gonna try to hopefully ride Men in Black right now. Oh, they do have single riders as well. That's good to know. This will be our second Universal attraction. Okay, so we just rode Men in Black. It was fun. We really liked it's like the shooting game. It's kind of like Buzz Lightyear or something, but almost like Buzz Lightyear in Disneyland, you get to pick up the gun and actually know what you're aiming at. So we really like that about it. I wasn't able to film it because I had to put my stuff back in the lockers. Thank you. So yeah, we had to put our stuff away, so I didn't have my camera with me, but it was really cool inside there. I've seen that a lot before, and we've always thought it looked like a fun thing to do, so that's why we wanted it to be our last ride that we were able to do tonight here, because now it is past 5 o'clock, so we have to start heading over to Islands of Adventure for my very first time in Islands of Adventure. We just came inside this Coke like freestyle place. I think you can get like your name on the Coke bottle, like they did that in the grocery stores a while back. Now you can actually just like type in whatever name you want. That's so cool. I like this. Oh my gosh, it's like a little Coke shop. Spotted our first ever Universal ducks. There they are. So this is London. There's the triple-decker bus thing. And so I believe right back in here is how you get to, I think it's Diagon Alley that's here. I know something Harry Potter is back in here. It'd be cool. We'd like to take the Hogwarts Express over. Oh, there it is, King's Cross Station. So I wonder if we could pop back in there and see what, it's the talking head. Okay, we just came into Diagon Alley, my first time ever being here. Oh look, there's the dragon. Oh, this is so cool. So I got to see the Hogsmeade that was out in Universal Hollywood, but they don't have Diagon Alley out there. So this is really cool. Everything's just closing now because it's after 5 o'clock, but I at least wanted to come in here and just like look at everything. This is really cool. Down here I think is where they have the the Jaws tribute. The Jaws tribute, because Jaws used to be here. I think they have like the singing heads. Actually, this isn't what I was thinking that had the Jaws tribute thing. Escape from Gringotts attraction. Seems like they're directing everybody out though now, out of this area, but I'm so happy we got to at least see it. This looks cool. This is like the Weasley Brothers shop where they have like all the magic, like the tricks and the mischief things inside here. And then I think there's also a sweet shop down here. So we're just kind of like exploring everything. Here's the money exchange. This is cool. So the banker dude will give you, I think you actually can get like a gift certificate that's like their currency that you can use, which is cool. But I know a lot of people that like get it exchanged, but just keep it because it's kind of then like a cool souvenir. We made the loop now back up here to Gringotts, which I want to really ride someday. Okay, we're leaving Diagon Alley. One day we will be back and actually be able to go inside places and do the ride. Right now we're gonna head to Islands. Hopefully we can go to King's Cross Station and get on the Hogwarts Express that it goes back and forth because half of the Harry Potter stuff is here in studios and half of it is over in Islands of Adventure, and they have the Hogwarts Express goes back and forth between the two. So here's King's Cross Station. Okay, so I was worried this was gonna happen. Since it's after 5 o'clock, they shut down the train that goes back and forth. So we have to actually walk back into CityWalk and go over to Islands of Adventure, which we're fine with because we would have rather, you know, spend the time that we had in here doing, like we got to do Jimmy Fallon and Men in Black. So we're happy with that. And we will be back. This was not, you know, our only time that we're ever gonna be here at Universal. So before we go though, I had to get a picture with, I'm a big Jaws fan, so we had to come see Bruce the shark. Look, it's the Beverly Wilshire. We were there in real Hollywood. It's so fun. This is all the Beverly Hills area. I'm excited to come back here when we have more time to like, oh, they have the Brown Derby. That's cute. Brown Derby hat shop.
Stars in the
They do, they have stars. I love that. Right now they have all this going up for Horror Nights. Okay, so we're in CityWalk now, heading down to Islands is right there. We're passing the Hard Rock. And then my parents went to Tucson earlier. What did you get? You said you had the best macaroon, right?
It's the best macaroon ever.
Oh.
It was so good.
I've heard their food's yummy.
Vanilla cream. It was good. But then there's a strawberry cheesecake one that might be calling to me.
We have to stop back tonight. It'd be fun to eat somewhere here in CityWalk tonight. They have a lot of cool stuff. Here we go, the adventure begins. We realized that this will be my parents' last time that they were here at Universal. It was only Universal Studios, so they've never, like they said, CityWalk was literally the parking lot, and this had not yet been constructed. This park is like a first for all of us. Something that we've always seen in videos and talked about wanting to do, because we're such people mover fans, is this thing right here, this little trolley train that like goes through the sky.
Through the trees, mile after mile in the fresh blowing breeze.
This is cool.